Hi, my name is Dr. Melissa Cardon, and I'm a professor of management in the Lubin School of Business at Pace University. For the last decade or so, I've been doing research on entrepreneurial passion, and that's what I want to talk to you about today. There are three areas of entrepreneurial passion I'd like to speak about. First, what is entrepreneurial passion, and what are entrepreneurs passionate about? Second, how and why does passion affect venture performance, and is it ever a bad thing? And third, what is the role of passion when pitching to angel investors, including why it works for some, but not all angels? Let's talk about each of these aspects separately. First, what is entrepreneurial passion and what are entrepreneurs passionate about? The word passion's been used in entrepreneurship for a really long time, but people don't really understand what it is or why it's important. About a decade ago, some colleagues and I started studying this topic, and we did dozens of interviews with entrepreneurs, interviews with academics. We studied the literature in psychology and anthropology from around the world. And what we finally came to resolve on is the definition as follows. Passion involves consciously accessible, intense positive feelings for something that's really important to your identity as an individual. That means there's two dimensions. One, there's an identity focus of the feelings you're experiencing. What am I passionate about, and how central is that to who I am as an individual? Second of all, it has to be something that you truly enjoy and love, that's so positively intense for you, you just can't stop doing whatever it is that you're doing. How strong are these feelings that you're experiencing? A very famous and prolific Canadian psychologist, Robert Vallerand, said, passion involves a strong inclination or desire toward a self-defining activity that one likes or loves, finds important, and in which one invests their time and energy. Said more simply, you experience passion if there's something that you love doing so much that those feelings are overwhelmingly intense and positive, and if that thing that those feelings are for is something really important to who you are as a person, to your self-identity. In entrepreneurship, our research has shown that there are different things that entrepreneurs can be passionate about. Some of them are passionate for inventing. There's a product, there's a service, there's an opportunity in the market they really want to take advantage of, and they love that opportunity, whatever that might be. Whether that's fishing and you come up with a new fishing product or something like that. Second, some entrepreneurs really aren't that excited about inventing new products, but they really want to found a business. We find this a lot with entrepreneurship students at the undergraduate level. They want to be an entrepreneur. They may not have their opportunity identified yet, but they really want to be a founder. They want to start something from nothing. They want a firm that is their baby. They want to be an entrepreneur. And that's okay too. The third type of passion that we've found is passion for developing firms. There are some entrepreneurs like Ray Kroc of McDonald's or Howard Schultz of Starbucks that didn't actually start their business. Instead, they took a very small company, a very small idea, and they grew it into this global iconic brand. So entrepreneurs can be passionate for developing, for growing firms from nothing into something huge. More recent research has suggested that entrepreneurs can also be passionate for something like social entrepreneurship, a particular cause like clean water around the world, or just for the cause of making a difference, even if they haven't yet figured out exactly what that cause is going to be. The bottom line to understanding passion is understanding that you need to figure out what it is that fires you up so much, that makes you so excited and energetic, that makes you want to continue to work on something with every ounce of energy and strength that you have. What is it that when you introduce yourself to new people, you tell them you are doing, are most concerned about in this area of entrepreneurship? If you found out what it is that's important to your self-identity, that also brings you great joy, then you have found your passion. The second thing that I'd like to talk to you about in entrepreneurial passion is how and why it makes any difference to venture performance or other outcomes that might be important, and whether passion can ever be a bad thing. Again, relying on research that I've been doing in this area and that other people have been doing in this area, we know that when entrepreneurs are more passionate about something, they invest more time, more energy, more resources, and they don't quit. They persist longer in whatever it is they're working on. We also know they're more creative in the kinds of solutions they come up with to problems they may be facing in trying to achieve goals related to whatever it is they're passionate about. Passion can also make a person more persuasive and confident. If you love what you're doing, it shows to other people, and that can get you more resources from investors. It can be contagious into your employees, can help you hire better people, and can help you get more resources in general for your firm. Sam Walton of Walmart fame once said, if you love your work, you'll be out there every day trying to do it the best you possibly can. And pretty soon, everybody around you will catch the passion from you, like a fever. when you're passionate about something, you can't stop doing it, you can't stop talking about it, you can't stop working on it. You make other sacrifices in order to do that thing that you're passionate about. You may lose sense of time and place and get caught up in the moment. This is called flow in the research literature. You may not even be good at what that thing is that you're passionate about yet, but if you're passionate about it, you're going to keep working on it, you're going to keep trying your hardest, and eventually you're going to become good at it simply because you've been working on it for a really long time. Of course, what I just said about passion is one of the potential downsides to this emotion. If you're passionate about something, you tend to get really caught up in it. You tend to put all your time and energy into that thing. And sometimes that means you don't have time and energy left for other things. We know the divorce rate in entrepreneurship is particularly high. One of the reasons for that is entrepreneurs get so caught up in what they're doing because they're so passionate about it, they sort of lose sense of time and place, and they forget that there are other obligations in their lives, like their family, their friends outside of their business venture. And so that's a risk of too much passion. The other risk of having too much passion is that when you are very, very passionate, sometimes you are blind to things people say that may be different than what you think you're going to do. So there's a research literature that says it puts blinders on you. Passion makes you unaware of disconfirming evidence. That means when people say things that disagree with you, you don't tend to listen. And that's a problem because sometimes people have great ideas for your business that would make it even better, and you don't listen to those things if you're too passionate. It also means sometimes you have trouble getting angel investment money or VC money because those kinds of individuals invest in your firm because they want to help you coach and shape your venture to be better than it already is. And if you're so passionate and zealous over what you're doing that you're not willing to listen, they may be less likely to invest. So something to be aware of. Passion can be the fire that drives your life's work, as Michael Dell of Dell Computer says, but it can also be the seed of your own self-destruction if you let it take advantage of you. The third and final aspect of entrepreneurial passion I'd like to talk about today is indeed what passion does to angel investors and whether it's a good thing when you're trying to pitch your product or venture to an angel. I say angels, not all VCs or not all investors, because my research stream has been particularly focused on angel investors, but some of the ideas here are certainly generalizable to other kinds of investors. And as I said before, it could also relate to employing new employees, hiring new employees, or other individuals you need resources from. So the challenge for angel investors is, how do they know if an entrepreneur is actually passionate? Sure, you can jump around at the front of the room and wave your hands a lot and talk in an animated voice, but that's something that can be taught to students or entrepreneurs. That's a skill. That's a front of the room acting sort of skill. And sometimes angels can see right through that. In fact, usually angels can see right through that. So while research has shown that enthusiasm for your venture or your product is an important part of angel investing, enthusiasm alone will not get you those investment dollars. The second way entrepreneurs can show that they're truly passionate about what they're doing is to be prepared. Preparedness has been found by a bunch of scholars to lead to more angel investing. Preparedness simply means the more you love what you're doing, the more you've thought about it. The more you've thought through the pros and cons, the more you've thought through the what ifs, and the more you've in general thought about what could happen to your venture and how to make it the best it can be. And research again has shown that preparedness does lead to more angel investor interest. But preparedness alone sometimes is not good enough either. Recent research we've been doing with angel investors in California shows that entrepreneurs who are prepared but not enthusiastic do not get angel investment dollars. In addition, entrepreneurs who are prepared but who are not committed do not get angel investor dollars. Now, commitment in entrepreneurship is much more easily measured because it's usually related to your skin in the game. How much money have you personally invested in your venture? How much time have you invested in your venture? What kinds of sacrifices have you made in terms of a full-time job you no longer have to devote time to your venture, or other things you may have given up? We look at 3 measures of commitment: investment of time, investment of money, and an angel investor assessment of how efficiently you've used the money and time that you've already invested. Because it's not just money alone or time alone that makes a difference. It matters what you've done with that money and time. Our research has shown that entrepreneurs who have shown enthusiasm and who are more prepared and who have been viewed as using their money and time efficiently are the ones most likely to get angel investment dollars. And this research was done on hundreds of pitches made to angels, and this research was done controlling for the competency of the entrepreneur and the value of the business idea itself. So on top of having a great idea, On top of being a competent individual with great schooling or experience, you need to be enthusiastic about your idea, but not so crazy that you're blind to what angels say to you. You need to be prepared in terms of having thought through the business thoroughly, and you need to be committed in terms of not just putting in money and time, but using it efficiently. In fact, an interesting twist to our research is that when entrepreneurs have spent a lot of their time and money, but they are viewed as not having used it efficiently and they're enthusiastic, angels don't want to have anything to do with them. You're jumping around at the front of the room, you put a lot of time and money into it, but you've got nothing to show for it yet. Angels are not likely to throw their good money after your bad money. So be aware. Entrepreneurial passion is important, but it is not a panacea, and you have to do your work as well. Thank you very much.